Afternoon, everyone. So excited about being here for the Masterclass Marathon. Yes, it is Saturday, and we are here to share some information with you. We know that you are ready to learn some new things today. So, I am Coach Tamika James, and I'm super excited about being here with you. Hello, I see my speakers joining. Request to be in a live, and I'm going to bring you on up so we can do the thing. We're always excited about sharing information with you. We absolutely love coming here on Saturdays and Sundays to give you information about things you know you need to know and some things you didn't even know you needed to know. So thank you all for joining today. Please feel free to share this live out with some other folks to get some other people on in here so we can spread the love that we're going to share. The people that speak are actually entrepreneurs who for you, and we just love sharing information with you. So, hi, Keeper. Hello.
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing great today. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing great. So I'm gonna send this out as well on my.
Okay, my thing was on probably. Oh, it's turned my volume down. Whoa, hey. Yes, I'm gonna do the same. Let's do our fair share of sharing this out because there's someone that needs to hear this info that we're sharing today. I love doing this. So let's see who else is coming in the building to hear what we have to share today. All right, all right. I've done some sharing. I'm excited. Okay, let's go. All right. We have another speaker requested being alive, so I can bring you up. I know that one of my other speakers is going to speak first because they won't be able to hang out with us long. All right. Hi. Hey, Bruce. Hey, new skills,
Hey,
new
Bruce.
you. Mm-hmm.
Hey, bro.
It would
Hey.
be Bruce. Hey, how you doing?
What's up, beautiful? How are you?
I'm great.
Happy to hear that. I'm happy to
Good.
hear
Feeling
it.
good.
Let me share this to a couple people. I'll be right back.
Uh-huh. Share it out so we
I
can
just did the same thing. I just shared it to several people.
Yes, that's what we do. So if you guys are just joining and you just got you just got a request for you to come and watch this live. You guys are watching the Masterclass Marathon. We come here on Saturdays at 12 and Sundays at 7. And what we do is we share information about our businesses, things that you need to know. Like we teach you a quick lesson. Each speaker has 13 minutes to share information with you. And then they have 2 minutes to tell you who they are, who they serve, and they can tell you what they actually have to offer. And if any of you want to be speakers as well, you will go to masterclassmarathon.com to register yourself as a speaker. So without further ado, I am excited about what we're sharing today. So I'm going to introduce our first speaker, who is Bruce of New Skills, New You. All right. So Bruce, I'm going to get my timer ready for you to share your info. Bruce and Kiba both are not new to the marathon. They've been here before, and I'm happy to have you guys back. So welcome back.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, while I'm getting my timer up, I also want to tell you, if you guys miss anything that they're speaking about, you can definitely come back and you can watch it right here on this page. It's in the series, and there's over 50 masterclass marathons that are loaded in there. So you can sit and binge watch. Yes, we have been super consistent. All right. Also, it's on my YouTube channel, which is Entrepreneur Speak with Tamika James. All right. Bruce, you now have the floor. I've got 13 minutes on the clock for you. And then when you hit that, I will give you your next 2 minutes to tell us what you actually have to offer today. All right, we're ready, Bruce.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to serve. Shout out to Rich Before 40. I see him hop on here. And hey, Pamela, appreciate you hopping in. So, New Skills, New You is a very simple philosophy. Is one new skill will change your life. And I focus on teaching sales and leadership, particularly on service-based business. Now, I don't want to give you a little elevator speech or commercial, but I want you to hear that so you know this is for you. And the biggest contribution I can have to your life or business over these next few minutes, I'm going to teach you 5 simple ways to hear yes more often. And so speaking of hearing yes, I normally try and be in the office. I normally try to be sitting still. But I'm really excited. My friend said yes, she's getting married today. So, I got my suit jacket on. And so I say that because hearing yes is transformative. What happens to your life if you hear yes more often? What does that do to your relationships if you hear yes more often? What does that do to your business if you hear yes more often? If your ideal customer finds you and tells you, yes, I want to work with you. That's the principle. When I wake up in the morning, I give more people an opportunity to tell me yes. And that's number one. It's super simple. Just ask more people. Tell more people about what you do, and then give them the opportunity to tell you yes. So I used to work as an outside sales rep, and I want to let you know I was pretty terrible. And I was talking to some of the veterans. I was like, man, I'm not really making the money that I want. How do I make more money? He said, well, Bruce, how many people did you talk to last month? I was like, I don't know, about $100. He said, okay, and how much money did you make last month? So I told him. He said, okay, do you want to double how much you made last month? I said, well, yeah, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. He's like, well, Bruce, the first thing you want to do is double the number of people you talk to. It's like, ding, it's a light bulb. And it's so simple. Like, oh, I could have figured that out. I could have Googled it. I could have found out on YouTube. Yes, but are you willing to do it? So that's the first thing. No fancy website, no business cards, no QR code. No, you don't even have to increase your skill level. Just ask more people if they would like the opportunity to work with you. Okay. Now, some people are like, well, Bruce, I don't want to bother people. I don't want to harass them. If if I'm sounding salesy, I don't want to be that person. I understand. Here's what I want to tell you. I want to set you free. It doesn't sound salesy if you're talking to the right person. It only sounds like a sales pitch if you're talking to the wrong person. If your head hurts, you have a splitting headache, it's all over. You ever see those little commercials? Is your headache here? It's a little red, here's a little red, but you're just feeling it's just red everywhere. And I try and sell you ibuprofen, Abbott, whatever the case may be. If I try to sell you pill, you're going to be happy to hear from me. You're not, Bruce, stop trying to sell me this. I got a headache, Bruce. Stop trying to sell me the solution. That doesn't even make sense out loud. So number two is so simple, but we miss it. We get mad at our friends and family. They don't support me. That's frustrating. I acknowledge that. But maybe they're not the right people. So you see, if you see I haven't cut my hair in about 8 years now, it'd be real tough for you to sell me razors or electric shaver. It could be beautiful, anti-cut, self-sharpening. I don't care. I haven't cut my hair in a long time. But that doesn't make it anything wrong with your product. That just makes me the wrong person for your business. Number three, ask more often. Sometimes, as you're listening to this, it's the 3rd of December, people just paid rent. Maybe they ain't even paid it yet. No judgment. I know we walk out our own stories. And so you're asking them to support your business. This is just a bad time. It could be the right person in the wrong time. So ask them again on the 14th. Ask them again on the 15th, 2 weeks from now. And they're like, you know what, Bruce? I've been meaning to buy your book. I mean to pre-order your book, whatever the case may be. And that's where we don't give people those additional opportunities to tell you yes, especially when we're talking to the right person. I'm not telling you to spam people's inboxes or email them 10, 15 times a day. But some of y'all aren't emailing them 10, 15 times a month. And that's a problem. Give them more opportunities to tell you yes. Number 4, hold on, let me make sure. Throw a 4 in the chat. If y'all are with me, you can hear me loud and clear. Here, throw a 4 in the chat. Let me make sure I'm not talking to myself here. What's up, Anthony? Thank you so much, Keeper. So number 4 is asking better questions. And I just did an article on LinkedIn working on a regular newsletter on asking better questions. And it's very simple. Maybe you've had someone ask you this. Maybe you've asked someone this. They'll say, are you hungry? You're like, but that's an okay question. If you say, hey, I just heard about this new Black-owned ramen spot over in Chambly, and they have oxtail ramen. You want to go with me? That's a much better question. That's intriguing. I might just say yes, just to go taste it. Better questions get you better clients. And then number 5, this is my favorite one, is ask for the referral. Sometimes it's just the wrong person. It's the wrong product form. It's the wrong time. That's okay. Again, they're not telling you no. They just don't need what you're offering. So what you do is say, hey, Bruce, I see that you probably don't need these razors. I see you don't need this shaving kit. Who do you know that does need this. Then I would tell them about my best friend Aaron. Poor guy. He's been bald since high school. Just bald. Not even a little bit, just bald. So now you have an introduction to someone you may have never crossed paths with just because you asked the question. So now there's no acquisition cost, right? YouTube ads, TikTok ads, whatever the case may be. And referrals close higher than any other advertising media. How do you get the referrals? You just ask. If you have a list of appointments you've had for this year, I encourage you, I challenge each and every one of you. Here's your action item. Here's your homework. Send them an email. Say, hey, thank you for the opportunity to speak with you. Who do you know that would benefit from insert problem you solve? Thank you so much for the referral. Send them this email. And I am confident, this New Skills New You on Instagram, tell me how it goes. I already know how it goes, but I'm looking forward to you seeing it for yourself. So I'm Bruce Hill, New Skills New You, help you hear yes more often without sounding salesy. And Tamika, I'm going to keep it short and sweet because I want them to go execute.
All right, all right. So since you want to keep it short and sweet, I have a question because I took notes when you were speaking about the email because I definitely send emails out often. So would it be okay if I typed in my email and I said, I'm giving you a chance to tell me yes? Because you said that that's what we're doing. But do you think it's okay if I said that? I'm sending you this, I'm giving you a chance to say yes. Is that right or wrong?
One of my highest open rates, I was doing some research on my email. I said, the subject was, would you say yes? And then the message was really short. I said, if I can help you gain 2 new clients at your new price, no discounts or gimmicks, would that be worth exploring? That was the highest open rate and the second highest click-through rate for that month. Absolutely.
Like that. I like that. Thank you. Thank you. Does anyone in the audience have any questions about anything? Are you getting the yes? Are you concerned about what you need to know to get a yes? You can feel free to put something on the screen if you have a question. But in the meantime, Bruce, I will definitely go ahead and give you your 2 minutes on the clock to let us know exactly, who you are, where you're located, what it is, who you serve, and what do you have to offer? What can we buy from you, brother? How can we support you? We want to know.
So I call Atlanta home, but I support entrepreneurs all over the U.S. Right now, if you're an entrepreneur less than 5 years, you have less than 5 team members, you're making less than $500,000 a year, I want to help you hear yes more often. So what I've done, I've taken the past 15 years of the mistakes I've made so you can learn from them, and the success I have so you can benefit from that. And I am distilling it all into a book. So it's my second book, my first solo project. It's called Sales Success. So first link in the bio, you can pre-order it. But here's what I want to do. So you can have that anticipation when it comes out. You'll have that additional resource. But I want to help you today. So everyone that pre-orders the book, I'll mention their business in the book as a thank you. And each week we're doing live Q&A. And there's additional resources that you'll get immediately so you can start hearing yes more often today. So you get the book tomorrow and you can earn more today. So that's what I've been working on currently, especially my service-based businesses. Shout out to the coaches, consultants. I've worked with realtors, content creators. If you have to talk to your client, the discovery call or consultation before they work with you, this is definitely for you. Tap in.
All right. Thank you. Well, thank you, Bruce, for giving us such great information. Nice, short, and sweet. And like I said, I took notes. I hope everyone out there was taking notes. And I want you all to know, if you missed something and you actually want to go back and watch it again, it is available on replay. So you can come right back here on to the page, Tamika James, and click on the series, and you'll be able to find the Masterclass Marathon. It's also on the feed on the page as well. And you can go over to Entrepreneur Speak with Tamika James on YouTube to catch the replays as well. So let me share something real quick in regards to these replays. Those who speak here, it's going to still continue to play for other people to come back later. Someone might come back tomorrow tonight or even next month or whenever, and they're still able to see. So exposure is what this masterclass is all about. We're creating exposure. Another thing, before Bruce actually leaves, I know he's going to leave in a minute. I want you guys to know that you can give him a quick follow by clicking that arrow right above our heads and give him a follow before he goes. And Kiba is getting ready to speak, and then you can actually give her a follow as well. If you want to follow me, you can too. So, you know, if you desire to do so. But we come here together. We share our audiences, guys. All of our audiences are coming in and they're meeting new people. So that's what this is all about. If you want to be a speaker, you can actually go to masterclassmarathon.com and register, or you can go to the link in my bio and click, go straight down and register yourself inside the link in my bio. All right. Well, Bruce, thank you so much. I hope you guys take Bruce up on his offer for his book that's coming out, and get some exposure with him as well. Bruce, I love the way that you're doing that. So kudos to you.
Thank you so
All
much.
right. So,
you know, I love y'all. Sorry I can't stay for your piece, but we'll tap in.
Have fun, Bruce.
Enjoy the wedding. All right. Have a good time. Thank you for coming. All right. Are you ready? Keeper, are you ready?
Entrepreneurial circle. Like, I run into Bruce all the time. We have an office at the same co-working space in Atlanta. So I literally see Bruce all the time.
Wow, that's crazy. And then you guys show up on the live together.
Right.
It is a small world. Yes. All right. Well, listen, I'm excited about what you're going to present. So if you are ready, I've got your 13 minutes on the clock, and then we'll let everyone know after that what you actually have to offer. So let's get it started.
For those watching live and for those catching the replay later, I'm Kiba Richardson, and I have been an entrepreneur now for over 10 years. I started as a holistic health and wellness coach, mainly in the digital, the digital coaching and consulting side. But in 2019, I started my cannabis lifestyle brand for women. It's called Pretty Women Love Cannabis, where our goal is to educate women on how to use cannabis in order to improve their mental, physical, and womb health. And I have literally helped hundreds of women get off of medications, prevent and reverse issues that typically impacts Black women more than anything. So things like fibroids, PCOS, endometriosis, cysts, tumors, even high blood pressure, diabetes, all of these things. And so in 2020, I actually made a pivot from the coaching and consulting world, and I got into e-commerce with physical products. So I launched my CBD business in 2020, and literally we just took off. Like within the first 30 days, we did $10,000 in sales with no website, just straight off of organic traffic on social media. By month 2, once we officially threw up our e-commerce store, we were already past $25,000 in sales. And so it just continued to just boom. Within 6 months, we were well beyond the 6-figure mark. Within the first year of having the CBD e-commerce business, we did over $300,000 in sales. And so naturally, I had so many people saying, oh my God, I've been trying to get into this space. Can you please help me? And so I decided to start mentoring people on how to start their own CBD e-commerce businesses. And I'm very passionate about holistic health and wellness, but I'm also very passionate about entrepreneurship and teaching people how to, for one, create generational wealth with businesses that they love and around things that they love and have passion for, but also helping people get out of the rat race. You know what I'm saying? Living life on your terms, having freedom, having flexibility, having the income you desire, being able to travel, and really knowing what it feels like to have financial freedom. So to date, I have worked with over 50 aspiring entrepreneurs in my mentorship program, and have helped a lot of people even outside of that are in the cannabis space and other like taboo industries increase their revenue and visibility online. So that's where my expertise is at. When it comes to e-commerce, I feel like it's very important, especially for people that are in the space of like natural health. If you're doing wellness products, anything like that, I feel like it's a few things that you really need to know in order to be successful. So some of the things that we did, for one, I took my knowledge and expertise from being a digital marketer, from knowing how to create digital products, coaching programs, and things like that. And I combined that with e-commerce. So before I tried to just get out and start selling products, what I did is I built tribe and community. I just offered value. I educated my audience. I was available to answer questions. I created a free ebook so women could download the ebook and understand what cannabis was, what CBD was, how they can use this to improve their health and wellness. Very much into emailing. For anybody that's on this live, if you're on my email list, you know we hitting you up damn near every day. So we are very active with our email list. And so that's very important to offer value to your audience before you just try to sell them your stuff. I feel like that's a common mistake that's made in e-commerce. People throw up a website, they throw up a few posts, and it's like, why aren't people buying my stuff? But it's a relationship that you have to build, and you have to really build the know, like, and trust factor before people are going to be willing to spend money with you. And so that's what I focused on. Like, let me educate people. Let me offer value before I just say, hey, come shop with me. And so I feel like that's why we were able to generate the revenue we did so fast, because we're giving you massive value first. So I feel like that's really, really, really important. Something else that's really important is niching down, having a defined niche. A lot of people get into the space of CBD, especially with the mindset of, I want to be able to help everybody. This is a very hot market. This is one of the fastest growing industries. This is literally a $1 trillion industry that we are seeing unfold in our lifetimes. And it's very little Black representation in cannabis and CBD. And this is why I decided to start coaching other people on how to get into it, because historically, African-American people have been criminalized, demonized for using a plant that is natural, that is sacred. And when you go into our history, it is a part of us. Cannabis is literally in the oldest medical book on this earth as the cure to hundreds of diseases. So it's not something that's new, but it's an industry that we have been purposefully left out of. So it's very hard to get into cannabis on like the cultivation side. If you want to have your own grow, if you want to have your own dispensary, you literally have to have millions of dollars in capital, right? But with CBD, which is a part of the cannabis family, but it's on the legal side, and it's non-psychoactive. So it's not the same as like marijuana, but it's a much simpler way for people to get into this space. You see what I'm saying? In order to be in the THC side of cannabis, you have to be in a legal state, and it's a lot of stuff that you have to go through. It's like less than 1% of Black people in the cannabis industry. So getting into this space and being able to apply what I know about marketing and creating digital products has been very beneficial. And it's allowed me to show people, like, listen, you can get into this space with no money. People say, well, how much money do I need to get started? I started my CBD business with $0. You see, because with e-commerce, and this is why I love e-commerce versus like opening up a CBD shop. That's very common too, or having a smoke shop. With the online space, you can start a business with no money, because you can do things like take pre-orders. You see what I'm saying? You can sell the idea of a product before you even have the product in inventory. And that's essentially what we did. We knew our niche. We were not trying to sell products to everybody. The brand is called Pretty Women Love Cannabis. So we knew we were speaking to Black women for the most part, right? So once you know your niche and you understand your ideal customer, you can better create content that speaks directly to them. And that's what we did. And we literally started selling products that we didn't even have in inventory yet. So I did not spend any money up front to start my CBD business. Literally $10,000 in sales within 30 days with no inventory, no website, just from straight doing what we're doing right now, going live, being visible, answering questions, posting content, just being consistently consistent. And so literally this is so important, y'all, really building up that know, like, and trust factor and offering value to your audience and not just always trying to sell them your stuff. And this is how you really create lifetime customers, how you create what feels more like a family. When it comes to people that shop with us, we see the same names over and over again. We literally have so many customers who share and have, just through word of mouth, sent us so many people. And I even used to get on the phone with women like, hey, I would have women DMing me about all the health issues they had. And it's like, let's get on the phone and do a quick consultation. And I would literally have women time and time again say, wow, like, thank you so much for just taking time to speak with me. Like, you don't even realize how much that means. And every single time I've ever did a consultation, literally all of these women are going right to the website to buy products. So also being authentic. You see, right now we live in a society where everybody is very much caught up in trying to keep up with the Joneses. You trying to mimic what somebody else is doing. You got to be your authentic self. I feel like authenticity plays a big role too. People want to see what's real, what you're really about. Not you putting on a show, you putting on a fake voice, you pretending to be something that you're not. People really love authenticity, and your vibe will attract your ideal customer. So we have, like, I don't get rude customers. I don't get any of that stuff because that's not the energy that I'm putting out. You see what I'm saying? You put out a certain type of energy, that's what you're going to receive back. So you got to be your authentic self. You got to know your niche. You got to understand who your ideal customer is. Who are you speaking to? The best way to not make money in your business is to try to sell your products and services to everybody. All right? The man who chases two rabbits gets none. So you got to niche down. You got to be specific in your content. You got to know who you're talking to. You got to understand the pain points of your target audience. And another tip with e-commerce, to put yourself in a position to where you can always make money in your business, you literally have to find a gap and fill it in. And that's what I did in this space. I looked at the cannabis industry. I did research probably for a year before I started my brand. And I said, nobody is talking to Black women. Black women have no representation in terms of the education that is needed for women to understand why they should be using this. And so that's when the light bulb went off with me. I'm a digital products creator. I'm a coach by nature. I've been doing that. I had already been doing that for over 5 years before I got into CBD and cannabis. And so I saw a huge gap. The gap is still there. You see what I'm saying? And now I see more and more women, African-American women getting into this space. But when I was first doing my research, it was like nothing. And so I knew, like, if I get in here and I can educate and I can take my expertise on creating products, knowing how to do workshops and things like that, I can really educate these women to make an informed decision on why they should be using it. And so I feel like that has played the biggest role in us being successful, is that we really pride ourselves on giving value and giving that background education to our audience. So let me see. I'm going through my notes, y'all. I'm trying to see what else is important. If you're in e-commerce, I feel like the same rules apply no matter if you are selling physical products or offering digital products and services. The same basic rules around marketing and serving your customers on the highest level really apply across the board. Another thing I feel like is very important in e-commerce is having good customer service, you know, answering emails in a timely manner, responding back when you got people in your comments or in your DMs. A lot of people don't pay attention to that, but being on top of that, also incentivizing customers that are already shopping with you. A lot of times you get so focused on, I got to get new people, but it's really wise to dig deep with the people you already have. So with us, it's not really so much a matter of us having a whole lot of customers. It's the same customers that order. I have literally had women order from me 3 times in the same week. So again, you dig deep and you incentivize people that are already doing business with you. You see what I'm saying? And also understanding that when someone comes to your website and buys a product from you, it's not a one-time thing. That's the start of a relationship. So this is where things like email marketing and following up come into place. A lot of people miss the mark here, where somebody comes to your store, they buy something, and that's it. It's no follow-up. They never hear from you again. So you got to really, really, really be diligent about that. Staying top of mind and staying in contact with the people who are doing business with you. So when you think about major e-commerce brands, like I like to use Fashion Nova for an example. If you've ever bought something from Fashion Nova, they are going to email you every day, several times a day. Like, My God, like I get it. We got to pay attention to what also you look at what other successful brands are doing and you say, how can I, incorporate this into my business?
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Kiba, that was good. Oh my goodness. First and foremost, congratulations on the success of your business. And, I remember we had a conversation about the fact that like you posting on social media was a little difficult. You was getting shut down and a lot of things like that. I'd love for you to share with us, how did you overcome that? Because a part of your presentation today, you were talking about the content that you put out to help people to understand who you are, what you do, and what you have. How did you overcome that? I know it was a lot for you, and you're still doing well. So tell the people who are interested what you actually had to do. And Pamela, if you're still here, you said you have a question. So tell us what your question is, Pamela. All right, tell me about that.
I'll that real quick, and then Pamela, you can definitely ask your question. So being in this space, cannabis is still considered very much taboo. It's still considered a lot of times illicit, even with CBD, even though CBD is legal in all 50 states, right? So we have literally had 2 pages shut down and our YouTube channel taken down. And so for me, it's passion. That's why when you're passionate about something and it's really in alignment with your purpose, it's like you can't just give up. Like literally, our business page got taken down fall of 2021, right? But I still had my personal page, we still had the email list, and we still had our YouTube channel. Then this year, my personal page got taken down and the YouTube channel got taken down literally within days of each other. So we generate like 96% of our revenue comes directly from social media. So this impacted our sales on a major level. Like when I tell you, sales like plummeted. It was very hard to overcome, but it's passion. So of course I was frustrated, I was pissed off, but it's like we're gonna keep this thing going. So what did I do? I started another page. If you guys go to my personal page now, this is not my original page. This is a page I started again. When you go to the Pretty Women Love Cannabis page, this is not our original page. This is a page that we had to start over. And the same thing, we just started a new YouTube channel. But it's like, we're going to keep going. And I had to shift my mindset. Instead of feeling like, woe is me, I'm the victim here. It's like, I must be doing something really powerful. I'm helping a lot of people. This is why the pages are getting shut down. So it's like you use that as fuel to keep going. And also learning that lesson to not solely depending on one thing to bring in your customers. Like I said, we do have an email list, which that has kept us afloat. So if you have a business, I don't care if it's e-commerce, if you're a coach, if you're a consultant, nothing is more important than an email list, because we do not own these social platforms. We are renting space. Your page can be deleted, deactivated, or hacked. A good friend of mine, Jay Allen, he has a brand called Gangsta Holistic. I buy my black tea oil from him. This man does amazing work. Had a page with almost 60,000 followers, and he just got hacked. He just got hacked last week. So this will literally shut your revenue down. So you got to have something in the background. We have an email list with about 8,000 subscribers. So that is what has kept us afloat. When all of our stuff was taken down. So I want you guys, if you don't remember anything else, remember your email list is gold. It is nothing more important than your email subscribers. Social media is cool, but when someone subscribes to your list, you own your list. And people typically do not change their email addresses. So you have a way to communicate with your customers ongoing.
Kiba, this is making me think, I'll be going into coaching mode. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm wondering, can you create like a serious campaign, not like a lightweight, oh, give me your email address or here's this guide or whatever. Can you do a serious campaign that kind of says, hey, if you want to stay in touch with me, I want you to make sure that you get on my list, because the nature of my business, we never know when a page is, something's going to happen to my page. So do you think that's something you would want to do?
That's something that, and we didn't do it exactly like that, but within our content, in terms of writing captions, I'm very into writing captions, y'all, too. Like, If you go to my personal page, you will notice I do not write short captions because I know that the people who are really interested, they're going to read the whole thing. So we're always giving a call to action. It's very rare that you will see a post where it's not a call to action. And so with the Pretty Women Love Cannabis page, that's typically a call to action. Click the link in the bio and subscribe to our list so you can stay in contact with us, so you are first to know about XYZ. But that's actually a good idea to word it that way, so where people know the nature of this business, we can be shut down at any time.
That's what I'm saying. I know you're already doing it. So, you know, even with me speaking about this, I already know you have the list, but I'm talking about creating that urgency based on the nature of your business. Because if they like what you do and what you have to offer, they want to be on the list. Everybody doesn't feel bad about being on the list. Like, that's the thing. I coach entrepreneurs all the time, and they're like, oh, I don't really want to email my list that much. They already know once they're on the list what's going to happen. And if you don't do that, that's your business. That's you messing up. Anyway, before we
I don't start people. It's like if they're on your list, that means they're rocking with you. And guess what? If they're bothered, they will unsubscribe, which is cool.
They will make that choice. And I say you let them make that choice, okay? Because they usually don't care. But without losing any time here, I want you to give us 2 minutes. I want to give you 2 minutes to let us know, you know, more about what you actually have to offer, more about whatever you want people to know and what you have to offer. So you got your 2 minutes on the clock.
When I launched the business in 2020 and I had people coming to me asking for mentorship, I decided I was going to designate time to focus on coaching. So this month, December 11th, I am hosting my last and final live CBD business workshop. I've been doing this now for 2 years, and in 2023, we are pivoting into focusing on cannabis infused wellness retreats. So I have to create the space for that. So if you desire to get into CBD, if you would like to know how to start a 6-figure CBD business from home, I run my entire business from home. You don't need a large team. You do not need a large operation. Literally have generated over $500,000 from the house. Okay. No warehouse, none of that stuff. Okay. And this is a 5-hour workshop. Okay. And my workshops it's no fluff. It's no BS. This is not the stuff you can Google or find on YouTube. I am literally sharing with you the exact strategies I use to go from 0 to over 6 figures in less than 6 months with the CBD business. I am sharing everything from A to Z that you need to know. And even if you don't desire to sell CBD, if you are into herbs, supplements, natural products, anything that's wellness based, then you definitely want to attend the workshop. The link is in my bio. This is my last workshop. I have, like I said, for the last 2 years have been doing this, and now it's just kind of time for me to bring it to an end. And for those of you who would like to know more about Pretty Women Love Cannabis, we have lifestyle apparel, we have accessories, we have a lot of new merchandise dropping, and we also have very high quality CBD products available. We have teas, we have gummies, we have pre-rolls, we have tinctures, we have vapes. The link to the store is in my bio as well. And we are actually going to be shifting away from selling CBD products. I'm partnering up with some companies who I'm with. So
just finish.
Go ahead and get them in now, because we are not restocking any more CBD products once we're totally sold out. Again, we're shifting our focus and just getting back to our purpose and why I started this brand. And it was to really bring women together to learn and experience cannabis as a way to heal. Black women have more health issues than any other group on this planet, especially when it comes to our womb health, our reproductive health. And so that is the goal moving forward, is to really create space, bring women together in beautiful places. So 2023, we're doing 2 retreats, 1 in Jamaica, 1 in Arizona. So definitely stay connected.
Nice. I love it. Okay. Well, it was a pleasure having you here today. Thank you for sharing the information. Thank you for letting us know what you have coming up. When is that workshop that you have coming up?
It is Sunday, December 11th, a 5-hour workshop. You can get access to the replay if you can't make the workshop live, but go click the link in my bio and just you'll see everything that's included, everything you're going to learn step by step. And you'll also see testimonials, like from from all the work from people who have participated in my past workshops, you will literally see what other people are saying, the value that they have gained from joining the workshop.
Love it. Love
And
it so much.
I know Pamela had a question. I don't know if we got time, but can we get to her
Yeah,
question?
but Pamela, can you tell us what your question is? If you are still here, let us know what your question is. Yeah, I put it on the screen for her to tell us. I don't even know. Is she still in the building? I don't even see Pamela, but she said she had a question. So what I do hope is that you guys will give Kiba a quick follow. Click the arrow above our heads, and you can just pop right over there, and you can click to follow her, and then you can get in touch with her, ask her whatever questions you have. Also, she said to click the link in her bio to get into her workshop, which is this weekend that's coming up. So don't start doing something else if you desire to get into the workshop. Click it right away, because we know that you guys are squirrels. Y'all be doing all kinds of things, just popping all over the place. So do that real quick as you get ready to, as you leave this live. You also could leave the live and go and click her link in the bio if you wanted to. So how do you come back and watch the presentation that she just gave? You can come back here to this page at Tamika James, and you can click on the series right underneath where the profile is. You can click on the series, and you can watch all of the marathons that we've ever done. There are some that never made it to the series because they were run from other pages, but there's over 50 that are in the series. You could also go over to my YouTube channel, which is the entrepreneurs speak with Tamika James, and you can watch the replays there as well. And Kiba, you can go and grab the link to the replay. I'll send it to you as well. And if you want to use it for anything, send it out. You could do that as well. So I'm excited about being able to do this marathon every week. Entrepreneurs get exposure to people that didn't know them. And here's the thing, it doesn't matter how small your audience is or how big your audience is. We're all aiming to gain more exposure. The more people that know you, that see your business, that understand what you do, the more that they will decide to connect. I think earlier when Bruce was speaking, he was talking about how it's not only the person that's in front of you that may buy from you. It might be the one that's in front of you that refers you to another person. And we know that that's what happens here on the marathon. So if you desire to purchase from Kiba, make sure you do so. If you know a friend that's been asking about this CBD stuff and wanting to know about how to connect with other women who are into the same thing, connect with her as well and tell them, you know, who to talk to. So today I will not be presenting. I will just share some quick information with you. From some of the speakers that spoke today, I heard a couple of things, which were about finding a gap. I think Kiba, you said that. Find a gap and make sure you fill it. That's one of the things that I personally have done. I am a former cosmetologist that turned into a life and business coach because I was helping people the whole time. We all have to like sit down and take a long look at who we really are, how we move every single day, and we got to pay attention to what we do. And if there may be a secret in what you do day to day that you're not paying attention to. It's your own secret. Like you don't even realize what you're really doing on this earth, and it's masked by something else that you're doing. You get up, you go here, you do this, you do that, but you don't realize you're really supposed to be doing something else. So me behind that chair as a cosmetologist, I was helping people to build their businesses. I had a lot of people that sat in my chair that understood who I was as an entrepreneur. I actually was never just a cosmetologist behind the chair. From maybe 2 years in, I began teaching. So I started educating. I traveled the world, guys. And when I tell you, as a cosmetologist, I've been to many countries teaching hair extension techniques because I made the choice that I didn't want to just be a stylist. So you might be doing something right now and there's something else you want to pick up. That's why I love bringing all of these speakers on, because even a business like what Kiba has, you might want that as a side business. You might start a side business until you recognize that it's way more important than the first thing that you were doing and you hop into something else. So that's one of the things I actually help others with, is helping you to recognize what else you could be doing and to begin to build that out. Now, one of my programs that I offer is called Shift. I had to tell you what it's called so that I could share this message. Shift is about, I'm in this space right now I'm not sure if I should stay here and do what I'm doing. I might be meant to be doing other things, but I'm not sure about it. You have to begin to explore, and you got to make sense out of your moves. You can't just do stuff. So I do suggest that you go out and you look at the things you're interested in, you get more information about it, and then if it's for you, then you answer a few questions about that thing, and then you move forward. So you never know what else you're really meant to do. So I love helping you to see that as a coach. I've had that transition from behind a chair, which has been me making that choice to recognize that I'm a real coach. I'm a whole real coach. I was the whole time, y'all. So I put my shares down and I began to help others to recognize who they are, what else they want to do. Now, one of the things that I was really great at, and that something happened for me when I was like in high school, I learned about computers, computer technology. Oh my gosh, the world was going in this direction for years, and it's never going to stop. So I began to learn more about using all of the different softwares. I even learned how to program. I don't want to program, but I learned about that. I learned about all the softwares, and I always made sure I was educated on technology. This is a gap for a lot of beauty professionals. You're going into your salons and you're working, but you really don't really understand using all the apps. You don't understand scaling your business in a different way. I recognized that I could not just service clients. So I began to put my information in a space where people could click a button and buy it. If you're servicing people,
I was one of those people. That's what I wanted to say.
yes.
You know, you were probably you and Patrick Bradley, probably one of the first people I bought hair CDs from. Like, I remember when I saw you in Miami at Black Equity Con, I'm like, she was a hairstylist. I used to follow you. That's how I started my journey. I just wanted to speak because what you're saying is just resonating so deeply with how you can be doing something, but you have more gifts. I started my journey as an entrepreneur, as a hairstylist, but I knew that that wasn't the calling, but I was coaching my clients. I was teaching my clients how to eat healthy. That's how I became a health coach. And my hair clients were my first health coaching clients. But I remember your CDs. Like, I had more than one. And we, like, me and my friend who I met in cosmetology school, he's like, see, this is what you got to do so you're not stuck behind a chair. Like, that's too hard. I don't want to be in a salon. Like, I only want to be in a salon for 2 years. I got to pivot and do something else. But I literally remember buying your CD, following you when I first became a hairstylist.
You just gave me chills, girl. You just
Yep.
gave me chills. And, you know, it's all real. And it's beautiful to watch where you are right now, especially moving from the beauty business and into this. There can be a transition. We all just have to find that sweet spot. And sometimes, as I said, it's a secret. It's hidden. You're moving. You're doing something, and then one day, you have this epiphany. You're exposed to something. This is why you have to take a look around and see what's going on in the world. And then you got to look at yourself. You got to go deep inside. Who am I really? What do I really do? What do I really want to do? Who am I to the world?
Mm-hmm.
And when we recognize what that is, we'll put a few things down and we'll allow some other things to be birthed. And that's what we both did. Look at, man.
Yep. I think people need to know it's okay. We're multidimensional. We have so many gifts that you don't have to be stuck in one thing. Like, you know how to do hair. I also know how to do hair. However, that's just one of many gifts. And so you have a right to pivot as you evolve and grow as a person. Your passions change. So at one point you may have been passionate about the career you're in or whatever the business that you have, but it's okay to realize I would like to do something different. You don't have to stay stuck in the same spot as an entrepreneur or business owner. Like, you can pivot and explore the other things, but like you said, a lot of times the real purpose work, the real gift is hidden in these things that you don't even really recognize, but other people see it in you. I didn't recognize myself as a coach. Somebody just shared something with me last night. I'm like, wow, like how she manifested working with me. She's like, I have been watching you for years and just like, I want to work with her. Like, I want her to be my mentor. And she was just like really telling me like how, and it's just like, wow, you never really know how other people see you, and you may have a gift that you downplay. You don't even think anything of it, but it's like, this is really what you're supposed to be doing at that point in time.
Look at this comment on the screen. Kimmy, the hair chemist. Crazy how I'm sitting here writing out my goals for 2023. And thank you for writing out your goals. And I'm going to tell you guys about a space where I help you to do your goals as well. Creating additional streams by using my gifts. And I click on this live. Confirmation for sure. Yeah. One of my sayings is you are where you are supposed to be at all times. You are where you are supposed to be at all times. I think too many of us think that things are happening to us, but they're happening for us. You don't understand why you are stuck somewhere. Like sometimes I'm trying to get out the house and things keep getting in the way. They keep getting in the way. And then I have to say to myself, I say, you know what? What is it that I'm being protected from? I've been trying to get out this house for 10 minutes and I keep going up and down. And my house is 3 floors. So when I leave something on the 3rd floor, baby, I gotta go all the way. I'm like, oh my gosh. But then I say to myself, everything happens for us and we gotta realize that. So I just take a breather and I accept whatever is going on in my world. And I also understand that whatever is happening in a moment is some sort of a lesson. It's something I'm supposed to know to help someone else with, because that's what I'm here for. I'm literally a funnel and I understand it at this point. So I just love, you know, what we were just talking about. We're both coming from the beauty industry and totally have a completely different life. Kiba was talking about how she works from home, and so do I. And I've seen a lot of your posts where you're showing how you're setting everything up and, you know, just sending out your orders and things like that. Guys, you can run a really big business from home. Yes. I work from right here where I'm sitting. Sometimes I go over there to the countertop. Sometimes I go out there on my balcony. That's where I work. And I'm pretty darn happy about it. And now I work 3 days a week. But I thought at some point in time in my life that the career that I had was the only way, because it was what I knew. It was what I got up and did every day. But then I began to have these revelations that no, there's more for you to do. And then what we all have to do is connect ourselves to the right people. We got to get out. Like, you know, Kiba says she has some things going on that you want to connect with her on. If you feel like what she's up to, you need to connect with her, go. Because when you go and get in a space, and also when you get into our groups that we have available, there's something that's going to shift for you. You're going to recognize some things and you're going to begin to make some choices. So you got to get closer to people who have information that could definitely help you, no matter who they are. So with that said, I'm going to share with you guys that, you know, after I put my shears down, I began to work from my computer solely. I have several programs that I run throughout the week. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'm in my programs for an hour and a half. If you're thinking about coaching, I can help you if you want to get into that. I have a program for that. If you are thinking about creating a course, I could help you with that as well. I have several courses that run. They're courses that either I'm in and some that you could buy and you can just do what you know, they're self-paced. You got to take what you know and put it somewhere. I sit still. The more people that come into the program, that's what I make. That's the income. I don't go anywhere unless I want to go outside. Do you want that kind of life? Do you want to just sit still? Because see, my back doesn't hurt anymore like it used to. My feet don't hurt. You know, I'm not traveling and rushing off to none of that. I do public speaking, but outside of that, I'm sitting still. If you want something else, you got to find out what that other thing is and go hard at getting it. Because I love my life right now. It's completely different. Me and a computer.
Guys, we live in a time and space where you can literally, it's so many ways you can use this technology. And I think I'm so passionate about e-commerce and just business online in general, because we have so many free tools. If you have a Wi-Fi connection, a phone, and you're on social media, like that is literally all you need to start a business. Like you don't need some grandiose setup. You don't need a whole lot. Like you don't need, I have never had any upfront capital for any business that I start. I'm a bootstrapper. I'm a first generation entrepreneur. And I want to speak to something you said earlier about you don't have to have a large audience. A lot of people get caught up in that. I started monetizing my social media back in 2000. 2015 was when I made my first digital products. I only had maybe 2,000 followers then. But guess what? I made my first digital products. It was a health and wellness like weight loss challenge, right? That was all based around nutrition. And I had 11 people buy that program. And I was like, oh, this is it right here. Like, what? I just used information from my head and turned it into a tangible product. And I didn't have to leave the house. Like, that was it for me. And so I just continue to explore that. And every single person on this live stream, you have some sort of knowledge, wisdom, expertise that you can use to help somebody else in their lives. And so that goes back to knowing how to use what you have and know to fill a gap. And if you can do that, you can always position yourself to make money and to be doing something that you actually enjoy doing. So I love my life too. I love working from home. Like, I have a co-working space I go to sometimes, but 99% of the time I'm at home. You see, I have on a hoodie. I got on pajama pants. This is how I rock.
Y'all don't want to see my bottom. My clothes don't even match. I dare not let this camera go down here. Y'all be like, oh, Tamika, what are you doing?
I be on my live stream and I'm like, they only knew what was down below. Like, literally, I'll make sure I'm presentable from the waist up. But it's beautiful to be doing something that you love and have passion for in a way that feels good. Because I knew the beauty industry, it's hard work. Like, you can make a lot. I know women who are millionaires who are hairstylists, but that's hard work. Being in a salon, I used to be in a salon Tuesday till Saturday. You talking about back hurt, feet hurt. It's hard to keep up with a healthy lifestyle because the work is so fast paced. So I knew I had to pivot out of that. So just don't be afraid to explore your passions. And like you said, being still, not chasing nothing down, but you're like allowing things to come to you. Like that's beautiful.
Oh, yes. Listen, you said it all. You said it all. I want to tell everyone about one other program that I have. If we have any beautypreneurs that are here right now, I have UBG. It's Underground Biz Group. Listen, it was the first program that I created after I shut down the chair. I said, I am going to help other business people to understand how to utilize their social media, to use the apps, to do video editing, to post and understand posting, understanding how to use your computer, because this is what I've learned. You want to do something else, but you're scared of your computer. Some people are scared of their computer. I say, do this, click this, and they like, I don't know what to do. Some of y'all are scared of your phones. Your phone has so much power. I have run so much business from my phone that is crazy. I'm able to like log into things. Even the courses that I've built, I've been getting ready to get on a plane and I was like, oh shoot, I need to update something in my course. And I can log into the course at the back end of it and update it from my phone. I was in Boondook's program for, if Boondook is still here, for learning how to do my Facebook ads. And then I found out that from my phone, there's an app where you can start an ad or either adjust your ads, your Facebook ads from an app on your phone. I thought I had to use my computer at first. Your phone is so powerful that it's crazy. So I created UBG to help those who didn't understand these things, who really want to run their businesses. Right now, I just brought in a person who is she's an accountant that helps beauty professionals specifically with their books. Because if y'all out here, y'all know, y'all ain't keeping track of it the way you should. You don't really know how much money you made yesterday or last week or the last 6 months. Now it's time for taxes and you all lost and confused because you didn't have nothing in order. So I brought her in. She has a weekly segment in UBG now. She has Monday night. Y'all come in and you just go straight to her. She has segments where she's teaching you about how to forecast what you want to make, how to actually get to it because you thought about it and you now have a plan, how to actually track what you're making without you being all frantic. Man, I'm just excited. Also, we do book reading. We do goal setting every single week. You must come in and we have a 10-minute segment where you sit down and you write out 5 goals every week. If y'all don't have a space where somebody is helping you to track your goals and get yourselves together, I need you to get into UBG. Now, let me tell you what you can do. Kiba, you said something earlier about, it was something about people being able to connect with you and getting, free information from you. It's a real thing. So let me tell you what I have for you that's free right now. Click the link in my bio. It says get in UBG free. You click the link, I'm going to let you in for free. You get the segments that we're running on Monday for free. Okay, the live sessions. Social media is 10 a.m. on Monday. You're going to be able to watch that session for free. Now, let me tell y'all what's happening on Monday. Monday, I'm teaching a social media lesson, but then we have a second segment where I have someone in there who will help you with understanding what it takes to hire a virtual assistant or to be able to get someone to manage your social media. The reason why you haven't done it is because either you don't know how to do it, so you're not doing it right, or you don't know what it takes to hire someone, so you didn't hire someone. Either you're going to learn and do it, or you're going to hire someone. But you cannot just keep letting your social media be empty. So Monday's segment is going to show you both ends of the spectrum. So y'all got to get in. Click the link. Get in UBG for free on Monday, and you'll be able to get some free content that you could watch over the next, 2 days before we actually do the live session. And I'm excited. So I'll let you in for free. And then there are some buttons you can't see the other stuff. And you click, and then if you do want to get in, you can actually pay to get into the full part of UBG as well. So, all right. DM me and I'll give you some recommendations. What did they ask you?
Pamela had came back.
Right.
She asked
Help stroke patients.
Help stroke patients, and absolutely.
Oh, Pamela came back. Welcome back, Pamela. And earlier, King of Block said I called them out, and that's real talk. Yes. So listen, we're gonna get ready to close this live out. We definitely have a lot of things that we need to be doing, so we got to get out of here. But I thank you all for joining. You can come back next week, and you can watch some more speakers come up. And just stay connected. So did you guys give Kiba a quick follow before she leaves? Click that arrow at the top and give her a follow. What I also want you to do is share her out. If you loved what you heard today, afterwards, go and just hit the arrow and share it with someone else. You can do that after we get out of here. It's not too late. Kiba, do you have any closing comments?
Well, I wanted to say thank you for what you do, for creating this platform for other entrepreneurs to come together, because that's what it's all about. So I just appreciate you for investing time in doing this. Like you don't have to do this. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that that's amazing. And I'm just happy that I could be a part of it.
Yes, and I was happy to have you today. Yes. All right. Well, don't be a stranger. Whenever you want to come back, you are definitely welcome to come back anytime you like to return and share more nuggets with everyone. So they said I follow and share. Yes, that's what we
all for being audience as well. Thank you all for being a great audience as well. Workshop is December 11th. Before we close, if you would like to learn how to start or grow a 6-figure CBD herb supplement or natural product business, you better be in there, because I'm giving $1 million worth of game, y'all, that nobody else is sharing like this. I cover everything: marketing, email marketing, social media, how to source high quality products, pricing, everything is covered from A to Z.
They can't beat that. And the thing is, when you decide that you want to do a thing, you have to find the person that's doing it, and you want to attach yourself to them. You don't want to go and try to figure it out on your own. She's already done it. She's already done it. She has the answers. And also with the coaches that you guys are connecting yourself with, what you're really looking for is, do they have information? Are they willing to share with me? And can I grow after I've connected myself to them? If the answer is yes for you, go get connected, go get the info. Don't do it by yourself, and get the fast track, because you don't want to take another 3 weeks or 6 months to get a question answered from you asking a multitude of people who you don't know and trust, and you don't want to have to do all of this research. Go straight to the person who already knows. That's it. I know I fast track people's businesses. Like, you asked me a question that it would have taken you a year to learn, and I might answer you in 5 minutes.
I wish you could say that again, y'all. Mentorship and getting a blueprint from someone who has successfully done it, y'all. This is the way to do it. Because you said 3 weeks, 3 months. It may take some people years to figure it out on their own. So if you want to fast track your way to success, you have to get guidance from someone who has successfully done what you desire to do. I would not be where I'm at in business if I did not I invest y'all big time into coaching.
Me too.
Big time. All right. If I know I desire to do something, I'm going to go find someone who's already done it. Hey, how can I work with you? Because I need to know. I don't want to spend, if I can get it in a couple of weeks, because I'm pretty sure how long are your programs where somebody can come get this within weeks, right?
Within week, I have different programs. Some are 4 weeks. Some are ongoing. I have an 8-month mentorship as well. So it depends on what you need.
So it's like, would you rather get the solution in some weeks, or would you like to spin your wheels and procrastinate for years? And that's typically what happens, because you listen, y'all, watching YouTube videos, you're never going to learn everything you need to know. No one's going to just give you all the secret sauce. Like, you're not going to find it on YouTube. You can find some stuff, but the real stuff you need to know, you got to go find someone who's already successfully done it.
And you know what else with mentorship is that, so with a YouTube, yes, you get info, right? It's real. We have info out there, but you learn something. But when you go to implement it, here's the question. Did you do what you saw the right way? Or did you muff it up? I ain't gonna cuss on here or nothing. Did you muff it up? My father used to say that so that nobody wouldn't curse. Did you muff it up? Did you watch what they said to do and you attempted it, but you're not really sure if you did it right? So when you have mentorship and a coach, what happens is you do the thing that they told you to do, and then you say, hey, coach, am I on the right track? Can you tell me if I'm going right or wrong? Do I need to tweak anything? And you get feedback from the coach. That's why you need mentorship. It's not just go and watch a class and walk away all the time. You need to be under somebody that can consistently assist you. And that's why you need it.
How many people have you worked with or maybe done consultations with who have already tried it on their own and have wasted time and money muffing it up before they finally say, okay, I need help?
How about all the time? Okay. I actually do strategy calls as well, right? I do like an hour strategy call, and it's dope because I'm listening to where you are, what you want to do, and we create a strategy. But here's what I've discovered. They start moving, but most people don't. They need accountability. They need the questions answered in between. They execute, but sometimes they don't execute at the level they should. They do a little bit, they start, they stop. If they don't have somebody consistently working with them, they get the strategy, but they literally are like still stuck. So I've had people, they do the strategy call, they get moving, and then they like, wait, they start booking that call. You know what? I know you have other programs. I just want to go ahead and get in and just get the additional help. I already started. And they moving, but they need the additional. And by the way, y'all, if y'all want to book a call with me, I have automation. DM me the word call and it'll send you the link for you to book the call. That's another thing y'all better get on this automation too. Stop playing.
Stop playing.
I teach you.
Literally who emptied out their whole 401k to start a CBD business with no guidance. I had a guy one time who had invested over $50,000 to start his CBD business, but he did it with no guidance. I feel like that is one of the biggest mistakes. It's like, why would you jump out and attempt to do something you've never done with no guidance? And so this man was stuck with all this inventory, didn't know how to sell it. And so this is why mentorship and coaching and connecting with people who you can learn like real strategy from, like you said, having accountability, somebody who can answer questions for you, tell you if you did something right or wrong, y'all. It's so important. Like this is what transformed my life. And I, as an entrepreneur, I spent years trying to figure things out by myself. And I was in straight hustle mode. I was all over the place. I'm hustling, doing 5 different things so I wouldn't have to go get a job. And finally, I was like, okay, I have brought myself as far as I can bring myself. I need someone to help me. And since 2016, I have never not had a business coach. Like, I still have, I've been in 2 coaching masterminds here, high ticket, high level.
You have to do that though, but that's what people don't know. Everybody's trying to spend, I created one of my mentorships is $47 to learn social media. And after a while, I was like, wait a minute, I can't. First of all, these low tickets, people think, oh, it's no big deal. They don't have to show up. But when you pay that real money, the people in my high ticket programs, let me tell you something. They be beating me there, okay? I click the link and they logged in already.
I'm like, let's go. Let's get this Zoom started. Yes, they're already there. They showing up and they're taking action and getting results. So you have to invest in yourself. A lot of people, and this is a mindset shift, and I know we're going over time, but if you are scared to invest in yourself and your personal development, how can you expect for other people to buy things from you? If you won't even invest to learn what you need to learn to get your business on an optimal level, but you want people to spend money with you. It's like the energies don't align. And so a lot of people don't understand why they don't have the success they desire. You have literally never invested in your own personal development. You have not invested anything into learning how to scale your business to the high level. So you cannot be afraid to invest in yourself. Like, you have to.
They say you got to let it go so it could come back. You got to let the money go so that it could come back to you.
Thanks.
That's really how it works. And I'm not going to lie, like, that was what I had to do as well. I've been learning things and investing, the whole time in my business. I remember getting to a point where I said to myself, I have to get ready to buy high ticket because I have to charge high ticket. And that was some time ago. It's not like yesterday. But I had to do it because what I was being told by other coaches and other mentors is that if you don't feel that burn, that pain of what it feels like to let go that amount of dollars, you don't even trust that people will give it to you because you've never given it.
Yep.
In your mind, you're like, do people really pay that much money for coaching?
They do, right?
Like you keep saying that, but then when you get in a program and you release the money, you say, oh, I did it. I believe it now. It's real. And because I did it, I deserve it back. Absolutely. If you don't do it for nothing but that, you got to understand that you got to do it so you could deserve it. Yep. Because you've done it. There's no...
You can't expect for people, if, like you said, if you've never invested into yourself on that level, you're not... It's like reciprocity. You cannot expect other people to invest in you on a certain level. Nope. And that's me. I don't believe in charging anything I've never paid. It's just as simple as that.
Yep. That's why I had to do it. I had to. Hey, Judy, I had to do it. There was like no choice. I remember this one program that I bought. I'm not going to lie. I paid for it just so I could pay for it. I went there. I didn't even really need everything they had to offer. But it was a point in time where I said, I'm about to do some of this kind of stuff. I got to pay it. Just so I see. First of all, I need to pay it for me to feel it. And then I got to pay it to see what they're doing. I got to see what they're doing, because if I want to have a program that has this amount of this dollar amount on it, what are they doing with people, and why are other people paying? You got to experience it. And that's why, like, when I'm teaching people about that coaching space, about building their courses and coaching, if you don't really understand what you receive, how do you give it back? Like, now you want to create a program. You don't even know what happens in programs. Right. You ain't paid for nothing. You don't even know what they be doing in there. And you don't even know.
Because I'm in both. I have two separate businesses. I'm a coach and consultant on one side of what I do, and then I have an e-commerce business. And it's even the same thing with e-commerce. You want people to shop with you, but do you support other businesses? Are you shopping with other businesses? Like, I'm making my business to support other Black e-commerce businesses. Making my business to shop with other people and support their businesses. So it's all about the energy you put out. So you got to think about that too. If your sales are not quite what you desire for them to be, you got to think about that. You cannot expect for people to give what you don't give.
That's right.
You don't support anybody else's businesses. You don't like any of their social media posts. You don't engage with them, but you want other people to do that within your business. And so it's like, you got to get out of that mindset.
That's right. That's right. You making me think about UBG. We had a segment where it was about, for social media, that part, engagement. You have to go out and communicate with others, because you can't expect people to be liking your stuff. And anyway, the algorithm needs the back and forth. So if you're not liking nobody else's stuff, they don't even see you, because you don't see them, because you're not clicking on their stuff.
Right.
They talking about, I haven't seen your stuff in a while because you're not clicking on theirs either. How about that? Anyway, oh gosh, people, we could be talking forever, girl. We should come and do
I
another
got
live
into
where we
we got
chatting.
counting story today. I'm like, yeah, we supposed to have been out 15 minutes ago.
I know, girl. Yep. And look, it ain't like I'm about to fly. Let me get off of here, okay?
Right.
I gotta get out of here. All right. So it was great. Thank you all for joining. Make sure you give the quick follows before we actually leave. The link is right above our heads. And we enjoyed you guys as much as you guys enjoyed us. They said y'all are preaching. They were saying that they loved the information earlier. They said a lot of different things. So thank you all for joining. See you guys next time. Have an amazing day. And don't forget our stuff. Kiba has a class on the 11th. Okay. She has a 5-day session for you to teach you the business.
The 5-hour, like
5 hours. Girl, I done turned it to 5 days.
It's 5 hours, y'all. It's on Sunday. Deep dive. Come prepared. I literally have people that will fill a whole notebook up with notes. This is no fluff, no BS, straight strategy. So make sure if you're looking to get into e-commerce, click the link in my bio, sign up for the workshop.
Y'all, I told y'all. That's what my mama said. Mind your business. She said, mind your business. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, maybe I'm manifesting her having a 5-day. I don't know. But it's 5 hours, y'all, on December the 11th. And my next session is on Monday. And I want you to make sure you click the link in my bio and you get in for free. And listen, if you see right away that there are tabs you cannot click on and there are things that you know you want, I want you to go ahead and make the purchase. And then you can get into the mentorship. That particular mentorship is Underground Biz Group, and it's monthly. So it's on sale right now. Okay, so get in. If you like it, just click in and buy it. And then you can see everything else. All right, that's it. Well, let me see. Even the algorithm has since enough to know that communication works both ways and support. That's right. And Muse Corinthia, thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you. Musings by Makiba. Thank you. All right. Bye, guys. Bye, Kiba.